Happy Saturday, everyone. It's Brandon again. I pray and hope that you're in great physical health. Well, not just physically, but mentally, spiritually, and emotionally. I also pray that your life is headed in a direction of peace, positivity, and prosperity. Remember, every Saturday I do an end of the week recap. Now, the whole purpose of these recaps is to allow you to understand what is taking place here and now in the United States economy. Because if you understand what is taking place, you will now make better financial decisions that will set you up for financial greatness within the future. In today's recap, I will be talking about the Facebook crisis, the federal debt crisis, and Riot Blockchain. All I ask is this: if you're stopping by to this channel for the first time, please like, share, and subscribe to this content. First and foremost, the Facebook crisis. Facebook experienced an outage this week. What happened? The Border Gateway Protocol, or BGP for short, is basically the network in which Facebook used to transmit information faster and find the quickest routes. However, due to network traffic and incoordination, this caused an overload and caused a whole network to crash. This created a lot of fear and panic within the Facebook clientele. Remember, many people use things like WhatsApp, Instagram, Facebook Messenger, and Facebook itself to conduct personal and business endeavors on a daily basis. People's payment information couldn't get processed, and they couldn't communicate to do business or handle personal business. This also created another seed of doubt within the minds of the Facebook clientele, because they're saying to themselves, if an outage can happen amongst this huge company, imagine their information now being compromised. So because of this, it caused the Facebook stock to drop 3.46% in one day alone. In my opinion, this created a great buying opportunity, because we all know Facebook is a great company that will fix these problems, and it has fixed these problems, and will continue to add convenience and value to the lives of its clientele. In other news, the United States debt crisis. Now, the federal debt is basically what America owes in terms of child support, in terms of Social Security, Medicare, military salaries, and federal tax refunds. Now, because of what happened in 2020 and the government had to combat this via heavy stimulus, it created a strain on the United States budget. So for the first time in history, the United States was on the brink of defaulting on its loan. This created a lot of volatility in the stock market, and some of our favorite stocks even entered a year low. So I hope people are taking advantage of those red days. But to combat this, lawmakers came together and agreed upon raising the debt ceiling. Therefore, the United States will not miss a debt payment. According to President Joe Biden, America is a place that pays their bills. Last but not least, Riot Blockchain. So Riot Blockchain is the largest cryptocurrency mining stock in the United States. Well, in terms of Bitcoin, it mines Bitcoin. And they're in competition with another company called Marathon Digital Holding. Now, many people are frustrated and many shareholders are being discouraged because, pardon me, Riot actually produced more Bitcoin and has more Bitcoin on hand than Marathon Digital Holding. Over 400% increase year to date, which is very impressive. Riot Blockchain is incredibly profitable. Over $200 million in cash on hand, and almost $200 million worth of Bitcoin on hand. However, Riot wants to expand its production, acquire another facility, and increase its hash rate. So instead of selling its Bitcoin or using the cash on hand, it offered a shelf registration, which offered more shares to be sold so they can raise its capital. This created a heavy short position, almost 20%, 19.96 short position off the stock, which is ridiculous. This same thing was done in December when they offered a shelf registration of $200 million and we saw what happened almost 60 days later. So although Marathon Digital went up 19% this week and Riot is currently down almost 20% over 2 weeks, it's very frustrating to shareholders. But there will be light at the end of the tunnel because many large institutions are now adopting Bitcoin. George Soros' fund just revealed that they're heavily invested in Bitcoin. Michael Saylor just did another multi-billion-dollar bet on Bitcoin. The SEC is about to approve other trading securities for Bitcoin. So a lot of great things is about to happen around that stock and just around that company in general. So remember this. The stock market is not a thing that consistently goes up. It is easy to invest when things keep going up, but during these times is when the wealthy are created. You buy the low and hold on to it. So guys, thank you for being a part of this journey, and thank you for tuning in. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Take care.